What's up, guys and gals, vapors and vapettes? Vaping Vigilante coming back at you again today. And today I want to do a full review on the Smowell Hatrick tank. Okay, now I did a first impressions or a first look video of this a few weeks ago, and I have continued to use it for the last few weeks, and I have to say I'm very impressed with the tank. Okay, there's a lot of hate going on the internet and things like that about it, but I don't know where that stems from. Okay, now the thing about this tank, it is a tri-coil tank. Now that means it has 3 separate coils built in to one gigantic coil head. Now let me show you what I'm talking about here. This is how the coils come. Oh, let me turn it right side up. There you go. Hatrick core. Okay, they call it a core. Now you get either 0.2, which it says, let me zoom in a little bit there so you can see it a little clearer. There you go. You get 0.2, it says 30 to 120 watts. You get 0.5, it says 30 to 80 watts. Now the coil that I have in right now is the 0.5 coil. Now I had the 0.2 coil in there when I first got it, and I vaped on that coil for 3 weeks or so, almost 3 weeks, and it never tasted burnt. It didn't even look burnt. The coil itself was still, each of the coils was still fairly clean. It hadn't had any buildup or anything like that on it. That is, I'm gonna pop this out of here. It comes in these blister packs. This is the coil, how it comes. Let me zoom in there so you can see this a little bit better. Okay, see that? 3 separate coils in this gigantic coil head. Okay, right there. This one, Hatrick, Smowell. Okay, and let's see. This one is the 0.5, 30 to 80 watts. You've got your airflow coming in from the bottom there. Nice big airflow. I've had no leaking issues from this tank whatsoever. Okay, none. I've set it on its side. I've set it upside down. I've laid no leaking at all. Okay, and you have those 3 coil heads. Now, you have wicking has been another question that I've been getting a lot of. Let me show you how you control wicking in that. See that gigantic? See them? Son of a bitch. Come here, fucker. All right. So, see this? See those gigantic channels right there? See, that's cotton right there. Cotton, cotton. Okay, wicking has not been an issue whatsoever with these coils. On the 0.2, bumped it all the way up to 120 watts, and yes, it was a hot vape, but you could sit there and watch the bubbles just coming out as it was wicking. My kids are trying to destroy the house around me, so you might hear that in the background. I apologize for that. Like I said, I use that coil, all kinds of juices, every kind of flavor. Flavor has been great off of it. Performance has been great off this tank. I'm running it at 73 watts right now because this is the 0.5. Let's go to 75 watts right quick. There we go, 75 watts. Vapor production is excellent, as you can see. Didn't ever get dry. Didn't even feel like it was getting dry. Let me do a really long pull, okay? A lot of vapor. A lot of vapor. It choked me. That was a lot of vapor. Dense vapor. Flavor is excellent off of it. Now, the only thing with this tank so far is it's slightly more on the it's slightly restrictive. Okay, I mean, but it produces a very dense, flavorful, warm vape, which is exactly what I like. Okay. Now I can take this tank off of here right quick. Let me take it off the mod. It's got juice in it, but the other benefit to this is it is a top fill. Screw this hole. Now this drip tip didn't come with it. I put that on there, and I just block it on there. Right there. Let me zoom in a little bit for you. See, okay, see that? You got the 3 chimneys coming up. These 2 holes right here is where you fill from. You put your tip in one, fill it up, air comes out the other, boom, you can top it all the way off. Now it's a 3.5 mil tank, okay? And the one thing is, you got 3 coils. It is a juice whore, okay? And the best way I have been describing it is a 454 big block Chevy engine. I mean, it just drinks juice, but it's easy to fill. Now, I had some condensation right there. Let me get that out. Oh, dang it. I'm dumb. I didn't put the top back on. My juice started draining out, but I caught it in time. You think you'd know better than to do that. Now I have juice all over me. Yeah, I'm eating juice. It's okay. I'm not going to die. Anyway, flip it back up. I screwed the base off, okay? Now the coil is probably going to be sitting in its place. Yep, there it is. Coil head, okay? Now I just wiggle that out, and there you go. This one's got some dark flavored juice in there, some dark color, but the coils are clean. I mean, I can still see shiny metal in there. And then there's your 3 chimneys. You've got your coil head filled, like I showed you. Your base is fairly unremarkable. Got a gold-plated contact down there at the bottom. You got your airflow coming in, and your contact pin right there. And it does protrude quite a bit. I don't know if you can. Let me set this down. Zoom in right quick on that. A little bit. Well, there you go. See, it protrudes quite well. Now, I haven't tried using this on any kind of hybrid because there's been a lot of dumb people doing dumb things. They still don't know not to use certain tanks on hybrid mods because the center pin isn't long enough. Now, that does protrude it protrudes fairly good for a tank. So, I don't recommend using tanks on hybrid mods anyway, so I would never try it. Could you? Probably could, but I still wouldn't recommend it. Just don't do it. You don't want to run into the chance of something happening. So now I'll just set my coil right there in the base. Okay. Now you line up the 3 chimneys with the 3 coils. And see, it kind of sets down like that, and then you just turn it down to seal it back down. Okay, and that's it. Boom, back together. Okay, let me screw it back on my mod here. And let's give her a vape. 75 watts. Right there, 75 watts. Just a little gurgly because I turned it upside down without the cap on and some of the juice drained out, but it's still good. Great vapor production. It really does. It has great vapor production, and it's great flavor. Let me show you the back of the box there. 3 coils are integrated into 1 core. Support wattage range 30 to 130, 30 to 120. That's what it's saying, PG and VG. Okay, that's kind of weird. I just noticed that, PG and VG. I've never seen a coil rated for PG and VG. I've used very high VG juice in this, and like I said, it's had no wicking problem. Produces huge vapor, which is not hot. It is a warm vape, depending on the wattage that you run it at, but that's going to be with anything. Let's see. Now, the other thing is it comes a 4-pack of coils because the coils are so huge. Now, these are the, let me see, these are the 0.2 coils, okay? That other one, 0.5 and a 0.5, and it came with a 0.2 in it. And then they sent me a little box. This came from Smowell, okay? And I've enjoyed this tank a lot. I left the packaging back at work, so I don't have the packaging with me, but it's a clear plastic, you know, kind of like kind of like that, comes in a container and all that. But last time I checked, Vaporgate, Yoshi over there, was running a deal with, you get the tank, you get a 4-pack of coils for $45. Now I think that was a pre-sale type of deal. I don't know if they're still running that or not, but you can check it out. They're available now. I'm pretty sure, yeah, they're available now. And there's, you know, I could delve more into it, but I mean, there's not a whole lot to talk about. Great vapor production, in my mind, great flavor, dense vapor, a little bit more on the restrictive side when it comes to airflow. Absolutely no leaking issues whatsoever. Okay, and I want to make that clear. I've had no leaking issues. I've taken the tank off when I've used other tanks. I've set it in my box sideways. I've set it upside down. I've left it just sitting to see if I would find a puddle of juice, and I never have. Okay, so the wicking is excellent. It's got gigantic juice channels there that go straight to the cotton, so it wicks fine. Let's go to the full 80 watts that it says the 0.5 can do, and let's see what we get. See if we get a burnt. See if we get a burnt hit. I'm willing to make that sacrifice for you people. All right, 80 watts. Whoop, there we go, 80 watts. Nope. Let's do a long pull. Warm vape. It's very warm, but I like warm vape, so it doesn't bother me at all. That's the 80 watts. Let's just see. Let's go to 85. Let's see if this will exceed what it says it's rated for. So now 85 watts. Let's see. And as you can see, except for what little bit of juice I spilled out, juice level, that was full. So I mean, it does eat through juice, but you're feeding 3 coils. Nope. No burnt. Nope. No burnt. Let's go to 90 watts. Come on. Move faster. Okay, 90 watts. 90 watts. Nope. Nope. All right. I'm going to stop at 90 watts, but no dry, no burnt, no nothing. Okay, that's 90 watts. So that's 10 watts over what it says it's rated. You know what? Fuck it. Let's go to 95. $95. Juice level's getting low, but what's also cool is they set those juice flow channels way down there at the bottom. So right at the capacity of the tank, your juice is right at the bottom of the coil, right where the coil, where the wicking is for the coils. And so you get wicking you can drain the tank, you know, get all the way down, and it's still at the wicking channel. Now the tank, yeah, it's hot because it's running at 95 watts, but that's why I have this Delrin tip up here. No burnt. Why not? Let's do 100. Let's do 100 watts, just for schnitz and giggles. Oh, there, 100 watts. Okay. It's getting low on juice. It's a hot vape. It's a hot vape, but that's 100 watts. So it said it was rated for 80, but I just did it at 100 watts on the 0.5 coil. So it's well with, I'm going to drop it back down to 70, whatever. There you go. I mean, it's already beat what it said it was rated at. It's a little hot in here. Sorry, my air is messing up again. And it's hot in Texas. I think it was just like 103 today. Yeah, 100 watts on a 0.5 coil that said it was rated to 80 watts. High VG juice, wicking, no issue. As you can see, the tank is almost empty there. But there you go, man. It works exactly like it's supposed to and goes above. So I really like and I do recommend the Hatrick tank. Like I said, it is a juice whore. It sucks down juice. Okay, I think, this is just my theory, I think the reason the coils seem to last longer is because the power is being spread out over 3 separate coils contained within one core. And I think because you're not running all that power through one coil, that it's lasting longer. They're not getting gunked up. And I've ran desserts like Dripaholics Dreamweaver, which is a peach cobbler, Diesel, Octane, which is an apple pie a la mode, and even Motor Oil, which is a warm bananas Foster. All of these are typical juices that tend to gunk up coils just because they have that, you know, when you get into the pastry, the really rich juices, they tend, but they didn't do it in this tank. They didn't do it in these coils. I think Smowell has a winner here, okay? This might not be much more information than I did with the first look video, but this is after an extended period of use and letting a lot of other people use it. Everybody up at work has been trying it and taking really, really long, like competition pulls off of it as long as they can inhale, and then chunking out big clouds. I mean, clouds that you see from drippers, you know. And it's not leaked. It wicks great, great flavor, dense vapor. That's it. You know, it's a good tank. So that's what I got to say about it. I recommend the Hatrick tank from Smowell. It has held up over these past weeks. The coils are fantastic. The wicking's fantastic. The flavor, the vapor production, a little bit on the restrictive side of the airflow. So that's something that could maybe improve, is just open up the airflow a little bit more. No leaking. That's it. Long lasting coils. So that's what I got. So with that, thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I really appreciate all the support out there. You guys have continued to support me. Subs are going up, and that's humbling to me. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm just, like I said, I keep saying, I'm just some dumb guy from Texas, okay? But so is Richard, but you know, whatever. We got some more door reviews coming up with Vaping with Twisted 420. Vaping with Twisted 420 has returned. So looking forward to that. And I like all the positive feedback that we got on our one door review we've done so far, but we've had some requests to do some more. So we're going to, whenever he can fit me into his busy schedule, because I'm just a little guy and he's 175 million subscribers, whatever. But anyway, great guy. I love Richard. And so that's what I got to say. Hatrick tank from Smowell, totally love it. I love it. And I think all of you would be very pleased with it as well. So go check out one. See if you can get one. See if that deal is still running around with Vaporgate. $45 for the tank and a 4-pack of coils. Thank you. Like I said, I love it. This is Vaping Vigilante. Vape it like you stole it. We'll see y'all later.